What's up everyone, welcome to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the matchups I find most difficult for Kazuya in this game, and it's Pokemon Trainer, but more specifically it's Squirtle, because this matchup is honestly so annoying for Kazuya that I feel like actual relief when my opponent switches to Ivysaur or Charizard. And I think Ivysaur, out of all of the Pokemon, is probably the best at high level, especially due to like its really good matchup spread just across the board. But I feel like Kazuya deals with Ivysaur so easily compared to Squirtle that it's not even funny. Like, I think most Pokemon trainers would do so much better against Kazuya if they literally just stuck with Squirtle until they were around like 80%. Because the only bad thing about Squirtle is that if Kazuya does hit one of its electrics, then Squirtle just kind of explodes and dies. Like, there's nothing Squirtle can really do just because of how light Squirtle really is. But the big problem for Kazuya in this matchup is, of course, Squirtle's really small hitbox. So I just wanted to talk about some of the reasons that Squirtle's hitbox is like so bad. So first of all is the fact that Squirtle has lots of tilt and like poking options that Kazuya can't really deal with, if we're being honest. It's like, for example, all of his ground tilts, like obviously his best tilt is forward tilt, and as you can see, usually your Squirtle, it's not going to matter that much if you're angling or not, but Squirtle just kind of sits under Kazuya's hitbox range for where Kazuya would do the electric. So you can see he's invulnerable pretty much all the way. Like, his tail hitbox hits out far in front of him, and he doesn't move his actual hitbox forward at all. Which means if Squirtle is just poking you with his forward tilt, you're literally not going to be able to hit an electric. You would have to hit some type of combo starter like grab or nair or even forward air to even hit the electric. But certain times, based on the Squirtle spacing, the actual attack there won't hit him either, right? So, and that's the problem against most characters that Kazuya struggled with, honestly, is just the fact that electric doesn't work, right? This is the same for characters like Kirby, Greninja, any type of character who has really low hitboxes or really low hurtbox shifts, especially when they're doing certain moves. Like Greninja's best burst option, dash attack, and I'll make a video probably talking about Greninja as well. But like all of these moves that Squirtle has, like back air, forward air, are really safe on shield, and the ones that aren't, like forward tilt, that are more committal, or even dash attack, they can't really be punished by Kazuya's electric, which is honestly the biggest thing in any matchup. Squirtle also has lots of multi-hit moves, like down air is really good for combo starters, same for back air, and those types of moves they really hurt Kazuya just because they mess up his combo timings, and if you get like one hit of them, you can sometimes mess up Kazuya's combos like completely, and that's really detrimental to Kazuya's gameplay. It's just making sure you're always getting those combos. Squirtle also deals with Kazuya off stage really well. Side B is really good because it's really hard to punish as Kazuya unless you're expecting it, because the proper way to punish it would be to stand on top of it and get the little footstool effect, which is really hard to time, especially online, but offline I would assume it would be a little bit better. The only problem is that Kazuya's positioning at all times doesn't really allow him a great chance to just jump on top of it and react like that. Most of the times they're just going to end up dodging it, and it can really catch you off guard as a Kazuya if you're trying to like space your move properly, since your electric isn't working on the ground, and then he just comes out with the side B. It just can be really annoying. Water gun, neutral B is going to be really good for Kazuya's edge guarding. If a Squirtle really knows how to edge guard and get those 2 frames, it can be really difficult to try to end up like countering that move, especially when you lose one of your jumps. Other than that, other specials like waterfall, those are just combo changers. Obviously they're not like big on anything like that, right? They're not going to be doing much for you other than just being a combo finisher. But in his throws, since Kazuya is a heavy, you're going to get comboed really easily, which is unfortunate, but this is not a Squirtle exclusive thing. This is kind of an every character thing. It's the same with every Pokemon except Charizard, and Charizard has low percent combos. But all of these, like, you're going to get probably 40% against a good Squirtle on most of these grabs. Like, that's going to happen no matter what. You're going to get down throwed or up throwed. Back throw doesn't really kill early, which is one good thing about this, is just because that you weren't going to be able to actually die to many of Squirtle's throws, while some lighter characters will be able to. But other than that, you could see also that his get up attacks kind of show that same problem with Squirtle, is just that he's too small for electric to hit, and that's really the biggest problem in this matchup, is that once your opponent realizes that your electric can't hit Squirtle, they're going to start, and especially if they know the matchup, they're going to start abusing Squirtle's moves that lower his hitbox and shift it low down to the ground, or they're going to just start crouching, which is honestly one of the best things to do. Many characters that have a low crouch can do this. Like I said before, one of the characters I didn't mention was Snake. Snake has a really good low crouch. The only move that can really hit Snake when you're in low crouch is falling forward air, and if your opponent knows to wait for that and wait for the read, it can be really hard to deal with Snake sometimes. And certain other characters, but Squirtle is one of the biggest offenders because Squirtle is just so small that even that forward air sometimes won't hit, depending on where the Squirtle is moving, how the Squirtle's, like, you can poke out attacks, while other characters that aren't as fast can't necessarily do that. And this ledge grab can be really hard, especially when you're trying to get those ledge situations, and you end up getting like that low hitbox, or you try to punish from above. Sometimes you'll miss your attacks, and that can be really frustrating as a Kazuya. But all of these things contribute to Squirtle being one of the most annoying matchups in my opinion for me. Obviously, I think more Pokemon trainers should literally just stick to Squirtle and see what happens, because I think it would work out a lot better for them than if they just keep switching to Ivysaur, because Ivysaur kind of gets massacred by Kazuya. The reflector for the Vine Whip or the Leaf Throw is really good for the side B. Kazuya is able to combo Ivysaur really easily. Ivysaur is a mid-weight character, which means he's still going to die pretty early. It's not like they're going to live any combos any earlier than like Squirtle would. Squirtle's only going to end up going like a few % higher. But other than that, what do you guys think about Squirtle and Kazuya matchup? Are there any other matchups you want me to cover in the future? Obviously, let me know down below in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.